up there. We're getting a lot of that done, but anyway, we'll keep working on it.
How are you, Rod?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Oh, you told me it was mostly Facebook and stuff, right? You know, but I didn't get any mailing from anybody or anything like that from anyone about the, socially about that.
About what?
About the elections or anything. I didn't get it. Not from
I
the
didn't
town,
see any.
but I meant if anybody, any individual or any group.
Everything's scary,
So I didn't see anything. I just wondered if it was happening. So is there
I think on some of the Facebook pages.
pages? That probably was, which I don't.
I didn't see it because I don't do it.
I stopped that a long time.
Some of it was nasty, I hear, so.
I'm sure, so that's another reason why I don't.
You and me both, Jay.
participate. Yeah.
Yep.
I used to use it to look at Jenny's kids. That was the only, that's how I got on it.
Yeah,
After it became like fame, I said, I'm not doing that anymore.
Okay, we'll call the meeting in order. I would make a motion, we approve the minutes of the June 5th, 2025 meeting of the Board of Selectmen. Is there a second? Second. Any discussion?
No?
All in favor?
Aye.
Communications, I have here a letter from Margaret Cheney and her mom, Elizabeth, that I want to read into the record. Dear Jim, I feel the need to follow up on our conversation of March 2025, as I have not received any feedback as of today. I had stopped by your office at the meeting in the town hall to address my concern over dead trees on the town's property bordering my property at 2 Schwab Road. On March 20th, 2025, I've provided pictures to you of said tree that is resting on a stone wall on my property, along with a dead tree that is leaning towards my garage, also on my property. Both trees are on town property. You asked me to resend the pictures. I did on March 27th, 2025. In response to the pictures I sent, you called and advised me that the town had $300 remaining for tree removal until replenishment July 1st of this year. At that time, you mentioned that you would see if this could be handled by the town crew, and you would discuss it with Kevin Smith. On May 29th, 2025, I received a text from you stating that the guys should be there next week to take care of those trees. To date, the trees have not been taken care of, and with the storm season approaching, I felt I should have this on record as a form of protection for my property should the trees cause irreparable damage due to heavy storm or wind. I placed 2 calls to Kevin Smith to no avail. I left a detailed message with my cell phone number, as I would like to know when the town crew will be on my property, but have yet to receive a response. If 3 weeks with no response is the standard courtesy, I'm disappointed to say the least. I hope this is an oversight, and I look forward to hearing from someone, as I am again requesting that this work will be done. Thank you in advance for your response. Your time and attention are appreciated. Margaret Cheney and Elizabeth Cheney. Margaret, thank you for bringing this. I think you got an email from Kevin today.
Yes,
Right, and he stated early.
that he hasn't been funded in the town.
Right, and when,
budget.
at one of the times you and I spoke, I said, they will go out and look at it. If they can do it, they will do
Yeah.
it.
He said he wasn't aware of it until May, end of May. And that he had to talk to a professional.
Right, he said, right, his assessment was his crew can't do it, even though we have a bucket truck for whatever is the size of the tree, I don't know. But when you and I had talked back in March, or when we talked about the budget not having the money
Yeah,
to do it, and I understood the problem, one was leaning and one was on a stone wall.
correct. I'm not as concerned about the one that's laying down as the one standing up.
Of course, so,
Because the roof on the garage was just done.
no, I understand, so his response was that early July, or did he give a specific day? I don't recall from the
He
email.
said early July, but he would have to have, some kind of release that they could go onto the town property. Is that something the town provides?
No, I think it was released that it had to be taken down from you and your mom's property. So-
Right, they need to come onto our property, which is no big deal. They can
That's
get
what-
right in, I mean, it's,
That's all, that's when he's talking about a release,
Yeah.
that's all he means, is
Yeah.
if you or your mom could write something up saying, I give whatever, the town permission to come on my property and take these down,
we just want to know the day to speak up. That's all,
okay. But thank you.
yeah, I just felt that.
No, that's fine, I totally
My
understand.
mother's 86 years old.
Yeah,
She was gonna come over here. Plain house.
I.
Waiting.
Well.
I told her.
When she'd use it.
No, I totally understand, Margaret, and thank you.
You're welcome.
Appointments and resignations. The resignation of Hugh Rogers and Monique Gill Rogers from the Sustainability Committee. There's no action required, but I'd like to say thank you to Hugh and Monique for all their volunteer time and wish them the best of luck. I understand they're buying a home near the kids and the grandkids.
Yep, yep, we've been to
Yeah.
Massachusetts, I think it is, but, yep.
The resignation of Ashley Fernandez from the Conservation Commission, again. And I understand why, Ashley was appointed to the Board of Finance and just feels stretched a little thin with both, but we thank Ashley for her time and volunteer hours for sure. I would make a motion, we reappoint Bruce Adams and Bob Papson to the Building and Property Commission until 7/1/28.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Make a motion that we reappoint Jennifer Bowe, Larry Gendron, and Christine Adams to the Inland Wetlands Commission until 6/30/28.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Make a motion to reappoint Ed Matthews to the Lake Warmog Authority until 6/30/28.
I'll second that one.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
What was the term limit on that one?
3 years.
28.
You got our accused of, at our last meeting of not having term limits. I
There's
was-
3 years
or
appointment,
I was
3-year
thinking,
appointment.
looking up to say, I don't think I've been appointed for life, but
Sometimes it feels.
Yeah.
Make a motion that we reappoint Fran Keelty to the Western Connecticut Tourism Bureau until 6/30/28.
Second that as well.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
And thank you to all those people that generously donate their time. Yeah.
I especially want to thank those people that have decided to be reappointed. They've been through it, they know what it's about, but it's a lot of work on all those groups, so thank
A
you.
couple of years ago, we stopped the policy of reaching out and asking. We just reappoint.
You just reappointed.
Just reappoint. We don't rock the boat, we just reappoint.
They haven't resigned, they get it, it's.
Mary Ann sends a nice letter.
That's
thinking
why-
I had no term limits. I think I get it.
Mary Ann sends a nice letter saying congratulations.
We gotcha.
Yeah, put a little picture of Ed McMahon on there. First selectmen's report, all I have tonight, I want to talk a little bit about a town meeting we're planning for July 17th. We haven't officially set the agenda, we'll do that at our next Board of Selectmen's meeting, but there's gonna be a couple of road discontinuances on there, as well as the proposed ordinance for wakeboard surfing. Yeah, 17. So right now, the town of Kent has had their hearing. And then 2 weeks from that night, they'll have their vote. Town of Warren next week will schedule their hearing, and whenever that is, 2 weeks from then will be their vote. So they do it a little differently than we do. We do it, we have the discussion, we have the debate, we have questions, Q&A, and then we vote that same night.
So the vote will be on the 17th.
Correct.
Correct.
So, and again, just to remind people, it's imperative to understand that all three towns need to pass this ordinance, and I think they will. I think we've spent the last 2 years, a lot of people, a lot of time, a lot of money, gathering the science and the data, and I feel very comfortable about it.
But that will not be a hybrid and
No,
in-person voting only.
No, correct, we have to verify eligibility to vote.
Lowers 2 votes.
it's gonna be at. Oh, I don't know, I put that here.
And if it loses by 2 votes, I'm not coming back to town.
Or one button.
Anything from the selectmen?
Nothing for me.
No, I don't have anything tonight, Jim, where things are running
Right.
okay.
Right to new business, I would make a motion that we renew our lease with Harmon Incorporated for the second floor of the old firehouse for a period of July 1st, 2025 to June 30th, 2026. Is there a second?
Second that.
Kevin's been over there forever, and
What did they do?
I think it's got to do with sports manufacturing something, but this is the office, Linda.
Yeah.
He's just a phenomenal tenant. I mean, that's such an old building, and we have so many problems with it. They'll call up in January and he say, the boiler's been down for an hour. He says, okay, but if somebody could, he's just salt of the earth. He's been a really good tenant. All in favor?
Aye.
Anything from visitors?
Yes,
Valerie?
once again, as I said, I think the other night at the Board of Finance. Thank you for your leadership and your TV presence representing our town nicely on two issues. And I did just get that letter through Facebook and through the Congregational Church.
Yeah, we sent it to the clerk.
About the GoFundMe, and I think that that's very important and shows how wonderful we are as a town.
Thank you, Valerie.
However,
There's always a however.
Yay.
Go ahead.
That's the Valerie I know and love.
did use the site that you have there.
The link for,
GoFundMe.
yeah,
It wouldn't kind of go through. I'll have to check it, but I'm sitting there with the wheel of death for a while.
Huh.
you had the same problem, Margaret? I wonder if that's tied, we're having a problem with Verizon. I'm not saying it's not a phone issue, obviously, but there's some connectivity issue we're struggling with.
I have Alan.
And you clicked it and it just, thank you for telling me,
We have
because I'll,
Spectrum, and once again, the wheel of death, and I double checked to see if it was in the list of donors, and it wasn't. So, and no AOL, no email, confirmation.
so it did get you to the page,
It got me to the page, it took my credit card info,
but wouldn't confirm.
but was not confirmed. You press that thing, it goes round and round, you give up and you go
Oh.
away.
Thank you.
So that's different. I thought you
That's
just said you
better.
weren't even getting to the page.
That's-
You're
No.
getting there, you're able to do all the stuff, but when you try to pay.
Right.
it
So I'll
doesn't
reach
pay.
out to the organizers to reach out to GoFundMe to explain the
Correct.
situation you both experienced.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Okay.
Thank you,
I
Valerie.
didn't realize.
Because I know a lot of people are gonna donate a lot.
I hate to think-
And maybe it's a time frame issue, maybe I was impatient.
Michael, you told me that the GoFundMe that was just set up.
Yeah.
Michael was able to,
He was?
yeah.
I know some in process, but,
Okay.
but to
Weird.
multiple people,
Very, that's where I was trying to do it.
Yeah.
The tower, they're having problems with, so,
Interesting.
Yeah, but if you're open, you're
Yeah.
doing it off of your spectrum,
Right.
that's the different issue.
Huh.
I think everybody went online at the same time and he just crashed it.
wouldn't that be
Wait.
nice?
but that would be
Well,
nice.
that could very well
He
be.
sent that email and
Wow,
like within minutes, I got it 5 more times
wow.
from everybody.
Wow.
Thank you,
I'll
Valerie.
double check at home, but it's,
Just try it later tonight.
Even for your own peace of mind to say they confirmed they got your credit, you know what I mean? I mean, you hate to think that's floating out there. Okay, thank you, Valerie. Anyone else, visitors? Good, I would make a motion to adjourn. Your second,
Second that.
all in favor?
All right,
Thank you, everyone.
everybody stay for the vote.
Jeez.
Next